Welcome to October, my absolute favorite month of the whole year. I am here to give you your Shadowscope for the month. We're still going to be working with the Osho Zen Tarot and really dig into some areas where we might want to be a little more introspective or be aware of in order to do some self-growth work and really connect with ourselves on a deeper level. So the card that comes up for this month is silence, right? And this is all about like depth, peace, understanding, these sort of energies. And it's within this space of silence that we can actually hear more clearly. I think this is a very interesting draw for this month because as we start moving into the colder months of the season, this is actually a really great time for shadow work, to get really introspective about yourself, to do those deeper connections and that heavier work, because the energy of the environment and the seasons is very conducive to that, right? It's that darker, heavier, colder energy, which helps us kind of resonate and get in alignment with those places in ourselves, right? So with this card this month, there's a couple things that I feel like the Osho Zen Tarot is challenging you to do within this area of silence. The first one is to really take this moment of quiet to slow down and reflect. When we are so busy in the outside world, it is so difficult with all that outside noise that we don't hear ourselves. We don't hear what our body is trying to tell us, our spirit, our mind, our emotions, our energy, because our body is always signaling us all the time. Our spirit is always signaling us to let us know like what it likes, what it doesn't like, what it needs. And most of the time we just ignore it and plow through anyway. So it's a really cool time and space to get in touch with yourself on a deeper level and really form those strong connections and with whatever way resonates best with you. The second thing that this card is challenging us to do is to actually enjoy our own presence, right? To really enjoy our own company and being with ourselves and spending time with ourselves. But there also becomes kind of a negative connotation when it goes too far to the other side, when we have to be around other people because we are so uncomfortable just sitting with ourselves. Right? If you can't just sit with yourself, if you're always distracted, if you always have to, I'm going to clean out the junk drawer, or I got to turn on the TV, or, I'm going to go mess with this thing over here on the computer. It's just that moment of sitting with yourself. And it doesn't have to be in meditation. It can be just slow, careful, mindful movement, whether it's breath work, whether you want to be doing something like Tai Chi, whether you want to give yourself like a little spa day or something, right? Wash your hair, but give yourself a nice head massage, put a nice face mask on, put some lotion on your body and just, give yourself a little massage while you're doing it. Pay close attention and really connect and see what your body's trying to tell you. I think too, when we're so disconnected, there's a lot of stuff going on that we don't want to look at, or that we're afraid will come up for us that we don't want to deal with, or sometimes we don't know how to deal with it, right? We just know it feels bad and we're not in the right spot and we don't know what to do. And so those things can be difficult too, because it does take time and energy to work our way through that. So that's kind of the second thing that I would say to be mindful of this month as you are doing your shadow work and checking into these areas of silence. The third and the last thing, which is super vast, might be a little intimidating, but it's also really cool, is to really experience sort of the meaning of the universe, the vastness of it, the information, the knowledge that is out there for you to grasp. If you're not sure how to connect, meditation is always the easiest way. You also want to really pay attention to your intuitive abilities too, right? They're kind of the same as your physical abilities, right? So your, all of the clairs. So I think I have a video on that too, if you want to learn a little bit more about how to tap in, but just using your intuitive abilities, like your clairvoyance, your clairaudience, your claircognizance, everything that's telling you, your intuitive senses that are telling you and allowing you to grab out and connect in those ways with spirit, with the universe. There's so much information out there. So if you're having these deep moments where you feel like you're missing pieces of something, or you're just open to receiving, you can use your abilities to go into those spaces and connect and just say, hey, I'm really open to whatever it is that you want to show me right now. I'm really receptive. Like, let's do this. And so seeing what is out in those spaces, and I think too, I'm hearing it's about stuff you haven't recognized before. So bringing those energies in can be really beneficial for you too, as you're doing this type of shadow work and a lot of other type of shadow work, really about making you more self-aware. So that's a lot of stuff to be doing, but it gives you a lot of different areas to choose from. So you can just pick one thing that you're drawn to or that you feel connected to and start exploring these spaces. Get really curious about it. Get really introspective. Ask questions. Well, why am I thinking this? Why am I acting this way? How is this helping me? How is it not helping me? Really, really get in there and dig a little deep, and it's going to be really cool what you're going to find in these places of silence that you have that are easily accessible within you all the time. So, hope that was helpful. Hope you guys have an amazing October. Have fun getting your witch on. Enjoy the season and all of the amazing things that it brings. Till next time, thank you guys so much for watching and have an absolutely beautiful day.